And now let's expand this idea of being able to have failure safely. Have you seen this in your work life? And I know you ended up being in charge of a large organization. Did you try to instill that culture at
Yeah,
Alaska Airlines?
for sure. And I think you probably learn more from your mistakes and the things you do well. But I think a lot of corporate leaders do. Like the people are trying to push a culture now is like, hey, we have to make mistakes. We have to take risks. We have to sort of break it before our competitors break it. And we have to sort of be reinventing and re-energizing all of the time. So yeah, I did try to instill that culture. Yeah, what you want to say to folks is, look, if whatever you've heard a lot of times, the best thing is the right decision, the second best thing is the wrong decision, and the third best thing is no decision. So let's get to one or two quickly and figure out whether it was the right one or the wrong one, and and then make an adjustment. And we at Alaska we tried to talk a lot about, is it you don't want to take that approach with safety of flight. It's like you want to make sure the airplane is completely safe to fly, the pilots are completely trained, you want to make sure you're completely ready. But if it's a new marketing program, you can. It's like, what if you discover something really fantastic that customers really, really love because you took a chance? And if it didn't go, let it let it float away and go try something else. And it's just people call it analysis paralysis. If you don't do that. So yeah, we did, and I think we had a lot of success at Alaska. I mean, one of the funnest things at an airline like ours is growing, and Alaska grew, and it still is, but the industry grows at about 1% a year, but Alaska grew at more like 7% a year for 25 years, and the compounding of that is just it's fantastic. But with regions and markets, hey, let's put a flight in there. Let's see if it works. We're doing 3 a day. Let's try 4 a day. We're flying it with a 76 seat jet. Let's try it with a 124 seat jet or a 737 800 or 900. If you create a culture, just try it. We'll make adjustments, and there are big decisions, because you commit for a schedule period and you can lose millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But the culture of trying things will make you a lot of money, and just tweaking, and everything's in work all the time, trying to tweak it and make it better. If you create a culture of fear and don't try it, then that will cost you your company sooner or later. So anyway, that's some
I'm
of the things
glad
we
you're
did.
able to develop that culture then.
Yeah, we tried. There's lots of things like in any cult. I'm careful to. I mean, I'm really, really proud of Alaska and my time there, and we did so many fun things. But you got to be careful about reading your news, your own news clippings too much. In any organization, there's things that are going well and things that could go better. And I always focus on the things that could go better and trying to make them. I think it's a good place to have your orientation.
I think that's very good advice. This has been a clip of the Born to Be a Scout podcast. To catch the rest of this episode and any other episode or post, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Born to Be a Scout podcast, or look out for full episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. If you are a scout who would like to take your leadership in scouting or even your future business career to the next level, be sure to check out NYLT Leadership Academy this summer and Leadership Heights at the 2026 National Scout Jamboree. In the meantime, be sure to lead your own adventure.